Welcome in to the USL PRO Weekend Preview. My name's Nicholas Murray, very pleased to be joined by Jake Edwards as we take a look ahead to three matchups on this week's slate. Starting off on Friday night as Arizona United visits the Richmond Kickers at City Stadium. This is Arizona's first trip to the East Coast, their first road game, and it's a really good test for them. 3 games undefeated, going in to face a Kickers team that has been playing very well of late. Real litmus test, real barometer for whether Arizona could be a legitimate playoff contender.
Yeah, as you said, a real barometer. Undefeated now in the last few games. Got some points on the board, moving up the table. Playing a very tough team, without question. Last year's regular season champions. So, if they want to be a contender in the playoffs, these are the teams they have to beat. They're only sitting, I believe, 2 points behind Richmond.
True.
And 2 games in hand on them. So potentially a win here could move them to the top 4.
Well, it certainly could. A team that's in the top 4 right now is Orlando City, as they're undefeated. They face an interesting road trip that culminates in Rochester on Saturday night at Salem Stadium. The Rhinos, they're 5 games undefeated after a season opening loss against the Lions. Are they going to be able to maybe unseat Orlando and end their undefeated start to the season?
They've got every chance. It's a very different side that Orlando met early on in the season. Since then, they've put a good run together. Players like JC Banks starting to find the back of the net regularly. Some players coming back from injury, so it's going to be a different test for Orlando. And Orlando are coming off the back of a difficult first game, at Pittsburgh. So that'll be somewhat of an advantage potentially to Rochester.
Certainly will be. Well, also on Saturday night, the Dayton Dutch Lions open their new home at Dock Field, and they welcome in the LA Galaxy too. Now, Ruud Gullit's going to be on hand, 2-time World Player of the Year, and Dayton really needs a result here. They're coming off 2 straight defeats. Are they going to be able to turn over the Galaxy too as they make their first trip to the East Coast?
Yeah, they're probably wishing that Ruud Gullit was going to be putting on a shirt and playing for them this weekend. But what a great home opener, nice new venue that they're going to be playing in, nice field. And to have somebody of the quality and legendary status of Ruud Gullit to come and support the team. Obviously, he had a tie there with his time at LA Galaxy too. So this will be a phenomenal game. Great opportunity for Dutch Lions to reverse, a bit of a couple of bad results and sort of getting back on track. Certainly encourage all the Orange Legion out there to get their friends and family and get down and support the boys this weekend.
Well, we hope you'll join us for all of the action this weekend on YouTube. We hope you'll also follow us on social media, at USL PRO on Twitter. You can also like our Facebook, Google+, and Instagram accounts. We hope you'll join us again on Monday as we take a look back in the weekend review. But until then, for Jake, my name's Nicholas. Thanks for joining us.